So the factorization by splitting the middle term. Before this method, you need to have this exercise. Suppose you are given with two numbers A and B. You have to find A plus B, that is sum, and you have to find A into B, that is product. So I'll give you some examples. If A and B are 3 and 5, what will be the sum? What will be the product? One more example. If A and B are negative 2 and 6, what will be the sum? Positive 4. Sum is positive 4. Product is negative 12. If the numbers are 1 and negative 4, what will be the sum? And product? The sum is negative 3 and product is negative 4. If the numbers are negative 5, negative 6, the sum will be negative 11, product will be positive 30. So you know how to deal with integers while finding the sum and the product. For splitting the middle term, you will be required to do the reverse process. That means you will be given with sum, you will be given with product, you will have to find those two integers which are giving that sum and the product along with the sign. So let us do that exercise. If the sum of two numbers is 11 and the product of same two numbers is 18, what are these two numbers? 2 and 9 or 6 and 3? 18 can be written as 2 into 9 or 3 into 6 or 1 into 18. So these are the three possible pairs of factors. Out of these three pairs, which pair is giving the sum as 11? So your two numbers are 2 and 9. The sequence of A and B is not important, but the numbers along with the sign are important. One more example. The sum is negative 11 and the product is positive 24, negative 8 and negative 3. You can do this calculation in rough. Negative 8 and negative 3, when you add, answer is negative 11 and the product minus minus will be plus, so plus 24. One more. Product is negative and sum is positive. 24 has factors 1 into 24, 2 into 12, 3 into 8, 4 into 6 and then 6 into 4, 8 into 3. So the order of multiplication can be reversed, that will be same. Now negative product means any one integer which is multiplied will be negative. You want positive sum means the sign of bigger number should be positive. So 8 positive and 3 negative, that will give you the sum as positive 5 and product as negative 24. The sum and product both are negative. Product negative means one factor is negative. And the sum negative means bigger number is negative. So to get the product of 30, the factors are 1 into 30, 2 into 15, 3 into 10, 5 into 6. One of the numbers in this pair will be negative to get negative product. And the sum is negative means bigger number is negative. 2 positive and 15 negative. You can write negative 15 as A and 2 as B. That is not important. So this exercise is clear. Out of sum and product, you have to find the numbers A and B. So this exercise you will have to do when you factorize by splitting the middle term. Middle term means you will have middle term if there are odd number of terms. So when you have three terms written in decreasing order of power of the variable, then the middle term will be the term which is written at the middle, which has power 1. If this is written as 11p plus 30 plus p square, then middle term is not 30. To find the middle term, you have to arrange in descending order of the power of variable. Once the terms are arranged in this sequence, the term which is at the center is the middle term. Once these terms are arranged in the decreasing order of the power of variable, the coefficient of middle term is the sum of two numbers which we were finding, and the last number will be the product. Right now the coefficient of p square is 1. So for that condition, the last number is the product that we did in the exercise, and the coefficient of middle term you have to take along with the sign. So your product A into B is positive 30 and the sum A plus B is positive 11. So your two numbers are 6 and 5, 5 and 6 both positive. Identifying those two numbers are important. So you have identified the numbers as 5 and 6. The name of the method says split the middle term. So middle term is splitted into two parts, which are our numbers. Variable is kept with both the numbers. We got plus 5, we got plus 6. You will have to keep the same variable as that of middle term. First term as it is, last term as it is, and after splitting the middle term, now you have four terms. So for four terms, you group them into and then take out common. So from the first group, p is common, p plus 5 is remaining factor. From second to 6 is common, p plus 5. And from this, p plus 5 is common, and in the second bracket remaining p plus 6. So the factorization of p square plus 11p plus 30 is p plus 5 into p plus 6. Another example, x square plus 16x minus 80. First check the arrangement of the terms, highest power first, then one power less and then one power less. So your middle term is the sum, last term is the product. You have to get two numbers whose product is negative 80 and the sum is positive 16. You can check in rough factors of 80. 1 into 80, 2 into 40, 3, no, 4 into 20, 5 into 16, 6, no, 8 into 10, and then the sequence will be reversed. Now, product is negative means one of the two integers will be negative, and the sum is positive 16 means bigger number will be positive, smaller number will be negative. So this two numbers 4 and 20, if you take positive 4, positive 20 and negative 4, the sum will be positive 16 and the product will be negative 80. So your splitting is negative 4x plus 20x. First term as it is, last term as it is. Out of 4 terms, from the first 2 terms, x is common, x minus 4. From next 2 terms, 20 is common and 20 times 4 is 80. So x minus 4 is remaining. X minus 4 is again common, and then x plus 20 is in the remaining factors, remaining terms. One more example, try on your own. X square minus 10x plus 24. This is your sum and this is your product. Sum is negative and product is positive means both the numbers are negative. The required two numbers are negative 6 and negative 4. So you split the middle term negative 10x as negative 6x, negative 4x. From the first two terms, x is common and remaining factors are x minus 6. From next two terms, we have taken out negative 4 as common, and when you take out negative sign outside as a common factor, you have to change this sign. So your second bracket will also have x minus 6. So now x minus 6 is common and remaining factors are x and minus 4. Next question is x square minus 10x minus 24. Product is negative and sum is also negative. So only one of the two factors will be negative, other will be positive. Because sum is negative, greater number will be negative. 1 into 24, 2 into 12, 3 into 8, 4 into 6 are the possible pairs of factors. You want one positive, one negative and bigger number negative. Bigger number negative will go with this. Negative 12, positive 2 will give you the sum negative 10. If you take negative 4 and negative 6, sum will be negative 10. Sum will be negative 10 and product will be positive 24. So it will work for this question, not for the second one. Now again in the second group, we are taking out minus sign common. In the second group, we are taking out minus sign common. So you have to look for the next sign. It will become plus. So x plus 2 is again common. X plus 2 is common and x minus 12 is remaining bracket. Just observe for this fifth question, to get negative 6 as the product and negative 5 as the sum, your splitting will be negative 6 and positive 1. In sixth question, to get negative product and positive sum, splitting will be plus 6 and minus 1. In seventh question, both are positive. So splitting will be 3 and 2 both positive. And in the last one, product is positive, sum is negative. Both negative, minus 3 and minus 2. And the observation is your answer will be y minus 6, y plus 1. Your answer will be y plus 6, y minus 1. Your answer will be y plus 3, y plus 2. Your answer will be y minus 3, y minus 2. So the numbers that you get for splitting along with their signs, they will appear in the bracket. This applies only when coefficients are 1. This shortcut trick can be used while solving MCQ or checking the answers.